The match started with an almost casual evasion by Luke Mizell.
Slides under the mountain, but he's getting absolutely nowhere near, and it's a comfortable evasion for OLLO, who take an early lead.
But Stephen McCarty wasn't going to give Michael Franco time to think.
He gets up onto the bars and onto the mountain and jumps down. There we see the mountain. It's a transitionary element, isn't it? And Stephen McCarty used it much more effectively than Michael Franco there.
Being able to speed over to that tilted cube much quicker than the evader, and then you're there when they arrive. That's a surprise in his eyes. And Stephen McCarty gets that solid tag down there in the corner.
Caden Harbo looking to stop Stephen McCarty from doubling OLLO's advantage. Over the sisters he goes, McCarty, and then stops, jukes one way and goes the other. Decides to cut across the front line and again throws one way and goes another. The loading bay. Oh! Ow! 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 That is the ridge to the midriff, and it nearly knocks him out the court. He manages to save himself by getting him back in the square, but Caden Harbo can just pick him up.
Looks like he might have already been outside the border by the time he hit his chest there with 1 foot. You just got to watch yourself. You've got to make sure you keep inside that border, or else that's the end of your chase.
Amick Kitson steps up. Caden Harbo hoping to equalise and just threatening to go up the mountain, then deciding against it and goes all the way around the outside. Over the sisters now and to the tilted cube. And jittery legs for Caden Harbo, suggesting he might go one way. This time he commits to go around the loading bay, and it's paid off for him, and we have a level game at 1 apiece.
What a fantastic evasion there, but can I just say, Amick doing that dive, last few seconds counting down on the clock, hoping that he'll get the tag to stop the evasion, and a full leap through the loading bay. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite enough, and there's the evasion.
Chase 8, 1-1 on the scoreboard.
Look at the eyes of Fernando Arce, the OLLO captain. The velociraptor of a man gets his man in just a few seconds and just prowls off to the mountain. No celebration. It's all business for this man.
The Raptor's eyes tell a different story. He's willing to do anything on this court to get the tag.
Mr. Joey Adrian, one of the most decorated parkour athletes on this planet, and a Raptor throws himself over the sisters, goes under the ridge, and Joey Adrian hunts him down. It remains tied at 1 apiece. It is nip and tuck in this one.
We've seen plenty of sudden deaths, and I wouldn't be surprised to see another one pop up here in this competition.
If anyone can make a difference, maybe it is this man, Joey Adrian, who goes, and he goes quickly under the mountain. And he looks over his shoulder to find his chaser. He's quite some distance behind, but look at the speed of Joey Adrian. Hops up across court and round the loading bay, rolls under the mountain. Superb stuff from Joey Adrian. The tag is given. Wait, he's celebrating the evasion. Well, has it been given? I'm confused. Joey Adrian is staying on the court. The evasion, he thinks he's got it. Everybody thinks he's got it. But the tag looked like it'd been given. The roll looked perfectly executed. But was there just a hand on the right ankle?
Amick saying it's not a tag. Joey's saying it's not a tag. Are they going to fight for it?
Well, it's going to go to the DTR, the disputed tag review. And in such a tight game, this could prove to be absolutely crucial.
He let Joey get away. He carried on chasing him after that.
The scoreboard reads 1 apiece right now. Is it about to go 2-1 in favour of the Texans, or was there a finger that just caught the back of Joey Adrian's right foot? Well, here's the decision. An evasion given. Joey Adrian gets the point. Just tiny margins we're talking here, but you have to say, Joey Adrian, he's got extra time to take some big gulps of air as well. Who's to say he couldn't double up and really put the Texans in charge of this one?
Athletes ready!
Joey Adrian, a legend of parkour, and Stephen McCarty, a new face, but one with raw power and talent. And look at that! Oh, it's nearly another one who's gone slamming into the boards on the side. Joey Adrian, he was up quickly. Stephen McCarty was on him quickly.
Joey Adrian didn't get the mix on him this time. He's not able to get out of that front line, and Stephen's able to track him down.
We are off and running, and this time McCarty changes tack and goes up the mountain and down again. Now cross court to the ridge. DeAndre Jones in close attention, but McCarty up again onto the sisters, and the tilted cube provides loads of protection and enough to see him get away under the mountain round the loading bay. And McCarty for OLLO, he's going to level the game again, and he spins his team through to a 2-all scoreline. This one is going right down to the wire, it seems.
And 2-2, it stayed all the way to chase 16.
Chase 16, no cap evading, match point.
Stephen
no
McCarty is charged with making the tag. It is now or never. Straight towards him, go get him, the cry from Team OLLO, and he does try to get him through the loading bay, but ends up on the floor. Franco cannot get away this time though, and that means that it is still 2-2 after all 16 chasers. It's down to who can last longest in these one-off chasers. McCarty versus Joey Adrian in the first of the sudden death chase-offs.
This is Clash of the Titans here, Dan. These two are absolute monsters for their respective team, and whoever gets through, you know it won't be through fault of parkour skills. Both of these are class acts.
It's about who lasts longest. Joey Adrian has lasted longer than most in parkour. But can he get anywhere near 20 seconds here? Stephen McCarty with some good pace and crawling under the mountain, but Adrian is off and running, and he's going wide, he goes backwards! Oh my word! I've never seen anything like it! I thought he's going to go backwards under the sisters and then decided to change. The tag is made.
Yeah, that back pedal of Joey's was absolutely crazy. To see him step off the front line and then all of a sudden find himself travelling backwards, come off forwards, he just didn't quite make.
10.3 seconds is the official time. Now, it's beatable, but this hangs on a knife edge. And it is the man who nearly pulled out the tournament injured, Bailey Harter. And Caden Harvo has him in his sights, and he's got less than 11 seconds to catch him. And Bailey Harter goes over the sisters. Oh no, and he just wobbles around to the platform, and that might be that. Team OLLO could be going through to the final. That is it. Caden Harvo just lost his balance on a platform, and Bailey Harter at the top of the mountain celebrating. An incredible shootout, and Bailey Harter has pulled himself back up off his sick bed to get the job done.